Hello, everyone. This is fantastic news. I am here with analyzing male slavery and defiant defector. Retina, I guess, Retinus, you're not really showing up, but anyway, would you tell us the good news? Analyzing.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's start. Okay. So basically, recently there was a small Blackpill feminism Reddit that was taken down. Blackpill for misanthropy that was taken down. Now, there's even better news, right? We didn't expect this so quick. The Blackpill feminist Reddit has been banned. It's been taken down. It's been zapped. So look, there's no more talk about it's hopeless. We can do this. I think this proves it. We've zapped them, and it proves that feminists can't get away with talking about castrating boys and killing children, right? And killing men and or whatever. Men can't get raped. You know, men are just walking erections. Whatever nonsense they want to talk about, right? They can't get away with it. They're being held to standards.
Finally,
So
the same
yes.
standards that they're holding MGTOW and these other groups for.
Well, no, it's not the same standards, though, is it? Let's
Well,
be real here, because MGTOWs don't talk shit like that, do they? They don't. They
well,
don't
that's
talk about
true.
castrating children. They don't talk about castrating children, do they? So no. Like I said, most MGTOWs talk about women being sluts and hoes and gold diggers. That's it. And then these women talk about killing men. I'm sorry, you can't even equate them. I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true. I was thinking more on the lines of they're being held to some standards. In this case,
Well, I'm not actually. I'm not a free speech advocate,
yeah.
right? But well, okay, if you want to call women gold diggers and sluts and hoes, I don't see the problem with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, exactly.
I'm sorry. Because like women get to rant on their dating spaces about how useless men are, right? And that's not going to get taken down anytime soon, anyway, is it? So, but
I would say it's never going to get taken down for
yeah,
them.
exactly. So it's just control and policing of men, micromanaging their behaviour while giving women free license to do almost anything that they want. But like there's a limit to female privilege, and it can be pushed back against. I think this proves it.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
now as this new
just gonna
show,
belly up and take it.
Yes, exactly.
so I mean, first one, people joined Women Watch. That was our first victim. We got that reported and taken down. I don't know about the fair sex. Did that get taken down? I'm not sure about that.
I don't think so.
All right, then Blackpill feminism, that was taken down. That happened soon after we reported it. Now there's more targets. Next is pink pill feminism, gender critical, and female dating strategy. They're on the shopping block for sure. There is a list, right? There's a wrestler with a gimmick. The gimmick is you're on the list, right? Puts people on the list. The joke is it's a pointless list, right? It looks petty, but when we put you on the list, you're probably going to get zapped. We've got a good track record now. So if you're on the list, if there's any pink pillars watching this, if you're on the list, if your Reddit's on the list, you better beware. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. I like to say this was a bit actually a surprise for me how well it worked because it was so soon. That is, I didn't when it came up. I was actually quite surprised. It was a lot of celebration on our end.
Yes, and it's like so we got a small Discord group, right? It's still quite small, about 20 people, and but there's other reporting channels and other promo groups as well. So that's where most of the reporting is still getting done. But I do want to move it all onto and coordinate it onto our new Discord channel and get new people in on it, basically. So just so there's one place to keep an eye on it, and it's more coordinated. But what we've done so far has been very well done. So
Yes, it seems that even Reddit does not want to be seen as a bunch of hypocrites, at least on the surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, we've proven that they are hypocrites,
yes.
but they don't want to be seen as such. So it still works in our favor.
Yes. Yeah, and like I said, this Reddit thing is just a start. We're going to start on Reddit. If we build up momentum, we're going to move on to other social media platforms as well. Like Twitter's really got to get the chop. Twitter's an absolute bloody disgrace with their enabling the Me Too and like a Clement Fraud tweeting repeatedly kill all men. I'm sorry. That is just disgusting behaviour. Disgusting. Like, if some white nationalist was tweeting "kill all blacks," they'll be, and all right, Clementine Flaw, she takes the tweets down and goes, "Oh, it's a joke, bruh." She does that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, a white nationalist wouldn't get to do that. They wouldn't put up with that. They'll take it down. Quite rightfully so. So she should be taken down.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
not changing the culture.
Exactly. I mean, it's so obvious that they know what's up with the white nationalist. So, I
Yes.
mean, there's no excuse other than female pandering to let the
Yes.
feminists.
Other thing is, it's male apathy as well. There's a lot of groups on Reddit and social media that are just there for bullying men, right? Not even feminist ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so it's a double standard. Like, you pick on females, that's beyond the pale, right? But for example, when feminists get bad comments on their social media channel, that's called harassment and stalking, right? But it gets to stand on male channels. If a man called that stalking and harassment, they'll just laugh at him and call him a man baby. See, massive standard, yes.
So we have to hold these people to standards, and it seems to be working. I think, like you say, it has to keep going. It's not just enough to sit on the laurels. I mean, if we stop up, everything will just reset back to normal in no time.
Yes.
This has to be a country, actually worldwide social consciousness now. It's not enough. We have to change the zeitgeist of how men are looked at and how women are looked at, and say
how women get. And on social media, look, social media have proven they're not a neutral platform. They've proven it. Okay, they're especially with like, for example, the fake news stuff and labeling Donald Trump as fake news. Right, I don't like Donald Trump. He's an absolute moron. Right, I just think he is. But Twitter should be editorializing his tweets. Right, that's not their job. If they're a neutral platform, they're not a neutral platform. They're proving it. Other social media like Facebook and Reddit are proving it. They're not a neutral platform. Right, they edit and censor and take control. So that means they've got responsibility now. They've owned up to their responsibility whether they want to admit it or not. Okay, and these feminists inciting lies, defamation, threats of violence, dehumanization of men, right? Talking about abusing children, right? It just can't stand.
No, exactly. I mean, men are attacked, especially the children, because it angers me to no end when they use children to attack men, but then they throw children under the bus as soon as female privilege come up.
Yes. Yes. I really hate feminists. They play the victimhood of mothers. We're forced to be mothers. We're breeding stock. And women are more empathetic. We're the ones who should get the kids. And then they say, oh yeah, and then they talk about their little boys being little shits. You know.
Yes. You know.
Yeah, and they hate boy moms too.
Exactly. Defiant. Exactly.
They're always talking shit about boy moms on their forums.
Yes. And I think they hate boys because they know I'm going to say this: boys are actually superior to women in many ways, especially grown adult women, because they got a curiosity, they got a spirit, they got a creativity, they got a playfulness that a lot of mothers and women just want to crush out of resentment, in my opinion.
Exactly. And another thing too, they also have more freedom than grown men because they seem to have solidarity with one another. You'll hear a little boy say girls are stupid because they realize when you're a boy, when you're a child, you don't have this pandering nature that they develop after puberty. I mean, so women do tend to hate that. You know?
Yes, that's why female teachers punish boys in schools. So, and I think I want the younger generation to speak up as well. Right, they got to start speaking up. They got to start pushing back.
Yes.
Because boys are getting mistreated in schools. And I'm not going off topic. This is linked. How people get to behave in the culture, how people get treated in the culture online is not just a reflection of our culture in the real world, in the physical space. It also, what happens on the internet feeds into the real world as well.
Yes.
So it'll feed into more misandry, it'll create more misandry, and it'll lead to more misandry on the internet. It's a positive feedback loop.
Yeah, it's a synergy for sure. They go, exactly.
Yes.
Though I think feedback loop was probably a better way of describing it.
Yes.
But you're right about that. And so that's why I think fighting online is worth it And a lot of
Yes.
people try and downplay it and say, you want to be out physically doing things. But I disagree with that because social awareness is really the starting point. You know,
Yes.
everything got this way because of, like you say, how people, male apathy and female aggression and male hostility. So I mean,
Yes.
these are the things that have to really be fought against online, tooth and nail, and it does change the consciousness.
Yes. Also, I'm going to talk about the free speech control. And again, I've talked about this before, but it needs to be touched upon again because I think a lot of free speech concern trolls. There's two types, right? There's the disingenuous ones, then there's the true believers, right?
Yes.
And the true believers, I'm not interested in disingenuous ones. They can fuck off for all I care. But now I'm speaking to true believers. I don't think they sort of understand how social dynamics work. They've got a very naive view. They think, oh, just have an open exchange of ideas, prove the other side's ideas wrong, expose bad ideas, and society will change its mind. It doesn't work like that. Like racism wasn't defeated like that alone, right?
Yes.
How racism was defeated was there was social stigma attached to it. Like you could lose your job, right? You get ridiculed, you get mocked, you get protested against, and yes, even beaten up if you was too overt and aggressive with it, right?
Yes.
So because there's a certain amount of people who are just psychopaths and look for other people to bully, right?
Yeah.
So these people in the past, it was okay to bully black people, so they did it. And it was no longer okay to bully black people. There's consequences for it. They stopped doing it. Okay, like the protest against the police, they understand this, right? I'm not going to call them Black Lives Matter because I'm not going to give them that credibility. But there are protests against the police, right? They understand that. They understand that police who are bullying low status men, right, and killing low status men, even ones who have already been arrested and who are helpless, right? They understand that there needs to be consequences against them. You don't debate them, do you?
No.
Right? Because the police that do it are psychopaths, right? And people preying on men right now on the internet are psychopaths. So that's how the culture has got to change. There's got to be negative pushback. There's got to be consequences. That's the only way you're going to stop them. You've got to silence them. I'm sorry.
And also, it's been proven by now that doesn't work because when I first got on the internet about 7 years ago, they were anti-feminist back then. And all this open debate changed nothing.
Yes.
It's years now. It's only gotten worse.
Yes.
So obviously there has to be
the feminists don't debate either. They don't, right? Okay. So I tell you what, you get the radical ones, right, who rant on extreme stuff, and you got the sort of so-called pretend moderate ones, and they'll just like pretend to engage in a conversation with you, and they'll just gaslight you, basically make you go around in circles. Like you'll prove what this is a track record called feminism. Like you point out to the National Organisation of Women lobbying to keep shared parenting, blocking shared parenting. I mean, for men, keeping alimony for women, right? Okay, you prove all this. You prove all the domestic violence laws that have been passed through feminist lobbying, and these feminists will go, "Oh, they're not true feminists." They'll pull the no true Scotsman fallacy on you. Shame. And they're not misguided. They're trying to gaslight you and waste your time. So talking to these people is a waste of time completely. They've got to be shamed. Look, you can have feminist beliefs in your heart, right? I can't control what you think in your heart, right? But I don't want you sprouting them in public, right? Keep your feminism to yourself, you know. That's one thing it's got in common with coronavirus. Keep your virus to yourself, you know.
Exactly. So I just, do you have anything else to say? Do you think we have any?
I think we've covered this. We've had a great victory, right? And more to come. I've said, look, every video I've said, this is the start of something. There's more victories to come. I'm not bragging. I've proven I'm not bragging. I've proven I've got a track record, right? We've got a track record. We've got a track record of destroying feminist Reddits. This is a streak, right? And we're going to find more, big or small, you're on our list, and we're going to take you down, feminists. It's just that simple. That's the full stop at the end of the equation.
Yeah, and the world will be a better place for it.
Yes, yeah, that's for sure. We don't want you on this planet, right? Build a rocket and go to bloody Jupiter or something.
Yeah, you're going to be placed at the same place as the KKK and the
Yeah. Good. Well, I'm just going to say goodbye, feminazis.
And I'll tell you now, the victory dancing we were doing, we got rid of these disgusting people. I mean,
Yes.
it was real.
Uh,
Okay, now, gentlemen, I think I will end it if it's all right with you. You
yes.
got okay. Thank you, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure to see you around.